So, what are we gonna do tonight, O.C.G?
Why, same thing we try to do every night, but take over the world. I mean, Twitch. Take over Twitch. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Obsessive Compulsive Gaming. I am the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer, once again joined by my faithful manservant / buck totem, Bertram, and this is my review for Marvel's Spider-Man, Miles Morales. Now, Spider-Man Miles Morales was released for the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5 on November the 12th, 2009 Circles of Hell. It is a sequel to 2018's Marvel's Spider-Man, which you may or may not know is one of my favorite games of all time. Now, you should know. There's a bloody video for it on my channel, and you should have consummated with, I mean consumed, every video on this channel, lest the Reaper come for you in the night. And yes, I said Reaper, and not something else. So, what did I think of Spider-Man Miles Morales? Well, let's put it this way. If Marvel's Spider-Man is Avengers Infinity War, then Miles Morales is definitely Endgame. An equally emotional and fulfilling experience, but not quite as spectacular as what came before it. Does that make sense? I mean, I could have also compared them to Uncharted 4 and The Lost Legacy, but that would be too easy. And I'm easy enough as it is. Just ask anyone who happens to be around me when I am drinking. Man, woman, or domestic pet. Now, this is the part of the review where I am going to make some inappropriate jokes, shall we say. Now, if you do not wish to subject yourself to such hilarity, then please go to the time on screen now. What? There is no time on the screen. Alas! I guess you're just going to have to listen to this part then. Well, I thought I would get my two main negatives for the game out of the way up front. So, number one, while we can pay tribute to Stan Lee in the game, we unfortunately cannot dig him up. You know, I'd always been curious to see if he was buried in a Spider-Man costume, and I guess that mystery will just have to continue. So, 0 out of 10. And my other flaw, get ready for this one, you may hate me after I make this joke. I mean, hate me more than you already do after I make this joke. But, what I want to know is, where is the bloody boss fight against a zombified Black Panther? 0 out of 10. Moving quickly on. Now, in Spider-Man Miles Morales, we unsurprisingly play as Miles Morales. About a year after being himself bitten by a radioactive spider that gives him some interesting abilities. With the real Spider-Man on vacation, yes, I said real Spider-Man, but what I mean is the original Spider-Man, because Miles is nothing but a lazy copycat, a knockoff version. You see, Peter has these abilities and a hot girlfriend. I mean, Miles was clearly jealous and decides that he need to... I jest. Now, when a new threat appears in Harlem, it's up to Miles to put a stop to it once and for all. Now, if you've played the original game, which of course you have, if you haven't, then I ask, what the hell is wrong with you? Do you need psychiatric help? Then you know exactly how this game plays out. City, crimes, web slinging, kicking bubblegum and chewing ass, simple puzzles, gadgets, upgrades, etc., etc. But Miles does have access to powers that Peter Parker, original, real Spider-Man, did not. But you can discover them for yourself when you play the game. Right now. Yes, put this video off and go buy it. PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, I don't care. What are you doing? What are you waiting for? What's wrong with you? Do you need psychiatric evaluation? Buy it! Therefore, I am going to give Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales a 9.9 out of 10. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. My review for Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales. If you enjoyed this little review of mine, give me the thumbs up. If you haven't enjoyed it so much, well, then you're entitled to give me the middle finger. Please feel free to leave some abuse for me in my comments section. And as always, remember to stay obsessed with gaming.